It is at once inspiring and humbling to be standing here with you on this incredible night to see this show of support. This show of support as we have lived through these difficult days. Difficult days where a depraved heart, two depraved hearts, reminded us of our humanity. They reminded us of our vulnerability. They reminded us that brutal acts can change our lives, can cause hardship and pain and terror. But in that humanity, we've also been reminded of something else. That as humans, we have strength amongst each other. And with the simple act of helping each other, that strength rises exponentially. And we have been reminded that it is more important to remember that we are neighbors than it is to think about the things in our lives which may otherwise divide us. And we are reminded that we live in this greatest nation on the face of the earth because we believe in freedom and justice and liberty for all. And we are reminded that when those things are threatened by an act of terror, we can rise. We can rise to meet the darkness of that time with the light of our souls and our caring and our compassion and our love of each other. And we are particularly reminded as we mourn the loss of Crystal and of Martin and of Lindsay, that life can change in a moment. And we are reminded here tonight that there are those among us who every day put on a uniform, say goodbye to their family, and go into an uncertain day. A day that may hold terror, it may hold violence, it may hold harm. And we are reminded that police officers are not just the folks that wave us through a traffic incident. They are not just the folks that we see on the corner reminding us of our safety. They are the folks that are willing to risk everything they have for our safety. And tonight, we remember that our native son, Sean, did that. He gives us a face and a person and a human being that we know in our hearts made that sacrifice for us. And we are called to this place, even as darkness falls upon us, to say that we will not be conquered by darkness. We will not be conquered by terror. We will not be conquered by fear. We will be strengthened. We'll be strengthened by the light of what we mean to each other and how that we show that we care for Sean, how we express our appreciation to those who protect us every day, and how we rise from the depths of our grief, from all of the despair that we have felt, and we raise the light to show the world that we are stronger than those things. Sean is our hero, is our symbol, is our inspiration. And to his family, thank you for sharing that inspiration with us. Thank you for inspiring us with your strength tonight, and may we all commit to stand by you in all of the days that lie ahead. And as we do, and as Sean has been our shining example, let us raise our candles into the darkness of the night Let us hold them high. Let us think of his spirit.
My name's Sean Collier. This is going to be very hard for me to get through, but there's some things that I would like to have been said. First off, to continue with what Joe said, just thank you to everyone. Thank you to all being here. I lived in this town for 18 years, and I've seen this common, and I never imagined how many people would be out here to show their love and support of my brother. A lot of you have been sending cards and flowers, and I thank you. Sean's favorite foundation was the Jimmy Fund, and a lot of you have made donations to them in his honor, and I appreciate that. And anyone that wants to continue, I do appreciate that. We've learned a lot about Sean in the past couple days, because Sean was a lot more humble than most of his family members even remembered. Sean would tell us, oh, we're going hiking, but he didn't tell us that it was part of a group of kids that he was going with his college, and that he was doing it out of the goodness of his heart. He never told me that he wanted to volunteer to help homeless people. But these are principles that my parents instilled in us, and he is such an amazing man. He's a better man than I will ever be, and he was taken from us too early. But one of the biggest things that I want to say is that there are people out there that want to attack this country, that want to attack our city and our towns and our law enforcement and our brave men and women. And they do it because they're jealous of what we have, and they feel like they can take it away. But all of you here right now are proving that they cannot take that away. Sean is not in that casket. Sean will continue to live on, and his legacy will continue to live on. You all will remember Sean. You will all talk about that time that police officer was tragically killed. And you will remember that, and you will continue to do good to help him. And because of that, these terrorists will never win. They will never break down the United States. They will never break down Boston. And they will never break down Wilmington. I went out today to buy a suit because of obvious reasons. And while I was at the place buying a suit, I bought this hat that you see me wearing now. It's a Boston hat. Yes, the other day I was not able to participate in the wear a Boston shirt or wear your Boston gear to support those lost in the marathon. So I saw this hat and I had to buy it because I have to support Boston. And I would have done it the other day, but I couldn't. And I just want to thank you all, and just remember, every day do something good, and do it in the honor of Sean and everyone that's been lost in this country due to terror. And just do whatever you can to make sure this country, this town, this city stays the greatest city on earth. Thank you.